What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to talk about a super rare Tamer. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Having a super rare Tamer would have been a bit more exciting had we not already seen a secret rare Tamer. Because before this set, before BT11, all the Tamers we'd seen had been, I'm pretty sure they'd all been rares. So having a super rare Tamer is actually like legitimately a big deal. The problem is, we've had a secret rare Tamer, which is potentially a bigger deal. Sorry about that, that was Rena if anyone forgot. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, because we have got a lot of very cool stuff, a whole bunch of cards to talk about in this video, and we do have a secret rare Tamer to get to as well. Although it is going to be kind of an awkward video because we kind of have to flick around yellow and purple and yellow and purple, because that's what we're going for here. So let's start off, let's go for some yellow cards first. Let's start off with a nice level 4. Let's start off with Angewomon. Seems like a decent place to start. Shout out translations here come from the folks at DigimonCard.dev, the lovely folks at Entan Gaming, and a little bit of me, because I like translating some of this stuff myself now. So starting off with Angewomon, then we got a level 4, 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 5,000 power, which is about what we would expect. Worth noting here that even though it is a pure yellow Digimon, it can Digivolve from both yellow and purple. So essentially what we've got here is a way to flick between the colours. No, it's not a purple Digimon, you can't even argue that. It's just not the case. But you can Digivolve from yellow or purple, which does make a difference. And then on deletion, if you have a purple Digimon or purple Tamer in play, you can play a Devimon from your trash without paying its memory cost. This is good, ladies and gentlemen. This is good. Bearing in mind that it does not say that you don't get any play skills. Ergo, if you've got a Devimon with a decent play skill, then yeah, totally. You can totally play this. Although I do have bad news for you, I'm afraid. I'm over on DigimonCard.dev. As it stands at the moment, we haven't got amazing choices. There is the Devimon, the Promo 18, that on play deletes a level 3 Digimon. And that totally counts. That is a Devimon. I mean, personally, I much prefer the one from BT2 that's got Retaliation as a main skill and as an inheritable skill personally. And there is a new Devimon we're going to get and have a look at in a moment. But my point is, no, we don't have great play skills at the moment, but we might in the future. So keep an eye out for this. If we ever get a really good Devimon with a really useful play skill, this is something I am going to absolutely have my eye on. Plus, it's always nice, like one level 4 goes away and then another level 4 just comes straight in to replace it. I cannot be the only one that thinks that sounds like a pretty good thing. I like this, quite frankly. This seems good. And then we've got a level 5 Angewomon. Now again, we've got a 7 cost to play normally, 3 cost to Digivolve, 6,000 power. That is actually lower than we would expect. But like we saw with Angewomon, even though you are a pure yellow Digimon, you can Digivolve from both yellow and purple. Do bear in mind the Tamer does make an appearance. It's not like some of the cards in this set where the entire evolution line has the Tamer on. That's not the case. But the Tamer does make an appearance on Angewomon here. And like I say, not a dual colour, can Digivolve from either though. And what we've got here is when Digivolving, you may search your security stack for one card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits, which if you're doing what they want you to is going to be pretty much any card in your deck. Reveal it, add it to your hand, and then if you added a card to your hand, recovery +1. Though do please bear in mind that it's not real recovery, you're just replacing the card you took. That is important. Then shuffle your security, and on your turn, once per turn, when you play LadyDevimon, that is of course the purple equivalent level 5, or if you play Mirui Mikaguchi, I think that's probably close enough, then what you get to do is you get to gain yourself 1 memory, which is quite nice. It's alright. It's not stunning, bearing in mind this is when you play, not when you Digivolve. So you've got to play them normally, pay all of it. It's not exactly ideal. I think Mireille is probably the one you're going to be playing, a little bit more often here, if I'm honest with you, because you're talking cheaper. But hey-ho, you know, at least it's there as an option. And then you got an inheritable skill on your opponent's turn. While you have a purple Digimon in play, all of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits gain blocker. Incidentally, this is another reason I love the Devimon from BT2, because if you've got blocker and retaliation, you can use a small Digimon to block a big Digimon, and then you go down, but retaliation, you take it down with you. That's kind of hilarious. So I'm a huge fan of this inheritable skill. This inheritable skill looks amazing. Now, we'll get to a level 6 in a minute, but we do have a couple of purple we need to have a little bit of a chat about here as well. So the level 4 here, we've obviously got Devimon. 5 cost to play normally, 2 cost to Digivolve, 5,000 power. The 5 cost and the 5,000 power are both very high. And on your turn, oh actually, no, before we get there, do bear in mind that like we've seen on the others, even though you are a pure purple Digimon, you can Digivolve from either purple or yellow. That's kind of a big deal. And on your turn, while you have a yellow Digimon or yellow Tamer in play, this Digimon gains Rush and Retaliation, which is ridiculous. Incidentally, this is why you would want to just play this normally, hardcast it, so to speak, because you've got Rush. So it's a 5 cost, it's not exactly cheap, but you got Rush and Retaliation, which I am totally okay with. You can attack the turn you come into play, and when you're deleted losing a battle, you delete the Digimon you're battling as well. So you can basically play it and immediately battle a way bigger Digimon and then take it out with you. That seems fun to me, honestly, ladies and gentlemen. That seems fun. And yes, I know that the 5 cost is expensive, I grant you. But remember, Angewomon says on deletion, if you have a purple Digimon or purple Tamer in play, you can play a Devimon from your trash without paying its memory cost. So not only are you playing Devimon for free, but you're playing it for free from your trash, which means you don't have to have it in hand. It means that it's going to fire more often. And then if you've got a yellow Digimon or Tamer in play, you've got Rush and Retaliation. Don't get me wrong, I like the one from BT2, but this one is redonk. I did tell you we had a new Devimon coming up. I adore this, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely adore this. Interesting enough, you will still have Retaliation on your turn for every turn, but obviously the Rush is what we're really looking at here. Now then, going up into level 5, we've got LadyDevimon, and again, you do see the Tamer coming in here on the artwork. 7 cost to play normally, 3 cost to Digivolve, 6,000 power. 6,000 power is still low. And once again, despite being a pure purple Digimon, you can Digivolve from either purple or yellow, which is a good thing. When Digivolving, you can trash 1 card from your hand, and if you do, you can return a Mirai Mikagura, or 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits from your trash to your hand. So it's just, nice recovery, quite frankly, and this is good. And then on your turn, once per turn, when you play Angewomon or Mirai, you gain yourself 1 memory. Well, of course you do, ladies and gentlemen. Of course you do. Because it's the equivalent skill that we saw on Angewomon. Makes perfect sense. Then on your opponent's turn, while you have a yellow Digimon in play, all of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits gain Retaliation, which again is actually the equivalent skill that we see on Angewomon, except now you've got blocker. So I'm afraid your BT2 Devimon at this stage is not looking great. You don't need it, because the 2 of these together give you Retaliation and blocker. And I've already told you what the combination of Retaliation and blocker can do so beautifully. Your opponent attacks with a big Digimon. You redirect it to a small Digimon that's got blocker. That small Digimon also has Retaliation. The small Digimon goes down, but the big Digimon goes down with it. You laugh. Everybody has a jolly good time. Yay! This seems good. Now, in terms of new level 6s, we've not had much shown off yet. In the Angel family, so to speak. We've had nothing at all shown off for purple. I mean, there have been some level 6s. We've seen them in previous videos. They don't fit here. In terms of level 6 yellow, we've got Clavis Angewomon, which doesn't really seem to fit in this particular video, I'm afraid, which is a little bit sad. It does actually have, one of the traits is very similar to what you need here, but it's generally kind of Virtue rather than Archangel. It's a little bit sad. I don't think it counts with any of the stuff we've talked about today in terms of Angel, Archangel, etc. Somebody who's better at this is going to have to tell me, but certainly the translation from DigimonCard.dev has it as Virtue, and the previous Clavis Angewomon we've seen, because there was one in BT3, didn't have Angel or Archangel or Fallen Angel in its traits, just Virtue, which has similar kanji. You know, it's got the kanji for Angel and all of that in, but I don't think it's the same. I don't think it counts. But we might as well mention it here very quickly. You've got a very standard 12-4-12 stat line here. And what we've got is a rather nice skill. When digivolving, if you've got 5 or fewer security cards, i.e. if you don't have more than you started with, recovery +1, which is nice. And on your opponent's turn, when a card is removed from your security, one of your opponent's Digimon loses 4,000 power for the turn. I don't think this is going to be an absolute heavyweight game winner or anything silly like that. But I do think, certainly in a pauper format where you're kind of playing uncommon, this could be kind of fun. But it's nice for recovery, but we've got other level 6s that recover that I like a lot more. So I keep teasing you about this particular Tamer. What have we got? What does she do? Well, what we've got in terms of a Tamer here is Mirai Mikagura. And again, we got a super rare Tamer. And it's a 5-cost Tamer. Now, this is a very big deal. Because for a long time, I've told you we've only had 4-cost or lower Tamers. And I'm checking on DigimonCard.dev just to be sure. This is the only 5-cost Tamer we've seen. So you've seen some cards in the past that have said, you know, a Tamer with 4-cost or less. And I've said, well, you know, that's every Tamer. Not anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most expensive we've ever seen. Now, at the start of your turn, you gain a memory. No ifs, buts, or maybes. You just gain a memory. On your turn, when your Digimon digivolves into Angewomon or LadyDevimon, i.e. the level 5s. If you have 1 or fewer Digimon in play, you can suspend this Tamer and play an Angewomon or LadyDevimon from your hand with a different name from the Digimon that digivolved without paying. I.e., if you digivolve into an Angewomon, you can play a LadyDevimon. If you digivolve into a LadyDevimon, you can play an Angewomon. I love this. Now, you've got to have 1 or fewer Digimon in play. So, I don't know. I mean, look, when this skill fires, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The problem is, you've got to be digivolving into Angewomon or LadyDevimon, and you've got to have the other one in your hand at the same time, and you've got to have 1 or fewer Digimon in play. I want this to work. It seems like an absolutely busted skill. It seems absolutely stunning. But I do need to caution you all just for a second that I'm not sure about this. Yes, it's amazing when it fires, but it only works if you digivolve into an Angewomon or LadyDevimon, and you're playing the other one from your hand, so you've got to have them in hand when you digivolve, and it's got to be if you have 1 or fewer Digimon in play, so I don't know. If this works, it is absolutely stunning. I'm not sure how often it's going to work. Now, we do have a couple of option cards we can finish off with very quickly that fit here. We've got the 8-cost Holy Sunshine, but if you've got a yellow Tamer in play, reduce the cost by 1. And it gives 3 of your opponent's Digimon minus 5,000 power and security attack minus 1 until the end of your opponent's turn. On the one hand, I like it. It's nice. On the other hand, it's an 8-cost. And sure, it'll neuter 3 of your opponent's Digimon, but we've got other 8-cost options I like better. We've then got Evil Squall, another 8-cost, although if you've got a purple Digimon in play, it's a 7-cost. Delete 3 of your opponent's unsuspended level 5 or lower Digimon. Again, this is great. Again, I'm not sure how often it's going to work. You can only delete level 5 or lower, which a lot of the time will be fine. But you can also only delete unsuspended Digimon. And obviously, you're playing option cards on your turn, which means that if it's your turn, and your opponent's Digimon that you want to delete are suspended, this doesn't work. Which I'm fine with generally, but when you're telling me it's an 8-cost or a 7-cost card, that does give me real pause for thought here. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, lots of angels and all of that good stuff, and now it's over to you guys. I want to know which of these look amazing. I want to know which ones you're excited about. I want to know if you think they've got a chance. So let me know in the comment section. Get us. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at LaWasi, That's where we talk about Digimon and card games and all kinds of other fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, and you're on a Discord and chat with us, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays.